Miss Sabah, can you please unmute yourself?
Good afternoon, everyone. So thank you, Ms. Danish, for the introduction. And myself, Ms. Sabah Iqbal, I'm serving as a lecturer in the Department of Mathematics, like Ms. Danish has introduced. Just go through the agenda points. Ms. Danish has already discussed the agenda points in detail. So we'll be first discussing the introduction to Moodle, why Moodle is important, and how to get access to Moodle and the Moodle homepage, and how you can update your students list on Moodle from the Empower. How do you share the class content files with your students, and how then you can import other files from your Moodle courses and create activities like quiz, assignment. Then at the end, push notifications, how you just send emails from Moodle to your students of the course. Okay, like Ms. Anish has introduced about Moodle. So Moodle is a learning management system for online learning. It's a platform that is a comprehensive platform for instructional technique between students and the teachers. And it helps you to create the online courses, the course structures and curriculum. And you can just create your course in a very comprehensive way online. And you can, it helps you to keep an eye on the students' progress, and you can check their records online for the course, and you that facilitates communication in the forums and discussions between the students. So the very first step, how do you get access to Moodle? So that is the link that you can just log into tmoodle.fccollege.edu.pk. So when you just click that link, okay. So when you just click that link, you can see on the top right, the top bar on the top right option, there is an option that is the login option. And when you just press the login button, you get to this Moodle page. That is where you can just enter your Moodle credentials, your username and your password. My username is Iqbal, and then you can just enter your password, and then you can enter the login. Okay. Then after you log into the Moodle page, this screen will appear. That is the Moodle homepage. On the top bar, you can see different options. You can explore different options. Like you can see over here, the Empower option. So you can directly log into your Empower account from the Moodle homepage by clicking this option Empower. That will get you to the Empower page, and then you can see the syllabus template. So you can design your course outlines and the syllabus templates by just clicking in this option, the syllabus template and the Moodle facts. For your concerns regarding Moodle, you can just get the information about Moodle and the Moodle queries on this by clicking this option, Moodle facts. So this option that is appearing at the top bar of your Moodle homepage, Empower, the syllabus template and Moodle facts. So let's just see, you have seen the Empower, and the next session is going to be on Empower. and Moodle facts. So let me just briefly tell you about this syllabus template. How do you design your courses, the course outlines? So once you click that syllabus template, you will get to the course outline or the syllabus format that is designed by the CLT, the Center of Learning and Teaching. So you can design your respective courses on this template. So this PDF file will appear and you can just download it from there. This link is automatically there on the top bar, and you can just enter the course name, the course code, type, student meeting hours, the contents of your course, what are your course objectives, different options you can see on the left, the course credit, course timings. Once you select, you will get to it on the this file. So you can design your respective course by just the clicking in the syllabus template on the Moodle homepage. Okay. Then that is, I have discussed about the top bar, and here you can see the course list will appear. I hope every one of you have received your credentials of Moodle and you have just tried. Okay. And you can you have seen your, you have just log into your Moodle credentials, and you can see your courses list will appear, the courses which you have earlier taught or which you are currently teaching. On the left side, if you want to teach for the current semester, then you can see my courses and you get to your current semester courses. Okay. So your courses list will appear on your Moodle homepage, and then the very first option, I have selected my course, my earlier course in which I can do editing. So that is a summer 2021 course, Math 101, that is pre-calculus. And the very first option that you need to do is select the option that is available on the top bar and the top right corner. That is this general option. You can scroll down this menu. And after selecting this option, when once you scroll down this given option, you will see the list of options available, and you need to do the turn editing on option. That is the very first step that you will do once you get into your desired course. Turn editing on option, because without turn editing on, you will not be able to edit anything on Moodle. So this is the first step. After the turn editing on option, you can make changes. Now the agenda item, like we have discussed, updating participants list on Moodle. Okay. So let me just clarify this thing, that the list that is on Empower, that is the most updated list. And here on Moodle, you do not find the updated list of students. You need to do it by yourself. You need to manually unenroll or enroll a user that is your student. So that is not the updated list. You have to do it on yourself. Okay. So select the option after turn editing on. The left option that is available on the left side, scroll down this menu, that is the participants list. Once you click this menu, this option, your participants list will appear. Academic Office has added by default the participants list, but 1 to 2 students you will find that are not on your Empower list. So always check from your Empower account. If a student is not there, you have to select, after selecting the participants option, enroll user. That is there on the right side. You can see the enroll user option. And here you can just, after selecting the enroll user option, you can just type the roll number or the name that will get to you, that particular student. And you can also unenroll a student by deleting, by this option. Delete is always there. For example, if you find any extra student that is not on your empower list, you can simply delete that student by clicking this delete option, and you can manually enroll the student by this option. Just click the ID of the student or the name of the student. Okay. So after your students list is updated on Moodle, the second step is how you can make your course homepage more attractive. Because once the students just enter your course homepage, they see these options. So I personally think that the office hours of a faculty member and the class timings, that is the important part, and the faculty's information like email ID, that should always be there on the respective course homepage. So how you can change it? Just select this option. This option that you can see on the middle of your course homepage, that is the general option. This option is the general option. Once you click that option, it will lead to this section name, and that will be blank over here. This will be blank. I have just copied the image over here. You can see from my course outline, I have copied the image, my information, that is the semester, my information, the email ID, office, and the student meeting hours. That should be there for all days. So, and then you can make save changes to this general option, and after saving that changes, you can see over here that your Moodle course homepage will appear like this. So once the student just enters to the course homepage, so the office hours are there, the information about the course that is there, and always upload the course outline and course trailers. That should be on the top, on the announcement page, that should be there, and I'll be telling you in a while that how to upload any file on Moodle. Okay. Now sharing the class content file with students, how you just share the different files, different PDF files, your lectures with the students. Just select the week, and how do you share the file? There is always an option there on the right, add an activity or resource. That is there on the right side. You can find it, add an activity or resource. Just click that, the plus sign is there, click that. Like I am adding a file that is partial differentiation notes, add an activity or resource. After clicking that, add an activity or resource, this menu will appear. You will see a list of options: quiz, assignment, file, folder, URL. So how do you share the file? Select this option. The file is there. The file option is there. Select this option, the file, and then press add. Once you just adding some section, adding some file to your desired section, you can just name it accordingly. Like I am adding the weekly lecture notes, so I have named it the lecture notes. And how to add the file? Just click that option. This is the files option. Just click that and upload, and simply upload the file. Okay, so your file will get added, and then, like I have told you, let me just show you. This file is now being added. The partial differentiation, this file is added. Add an activity or resource, and then this menu will appear. Select the file option from here, add the option, and your desired PDF file or any file, Word file, that will get added. You can name it accordingly. Okay. Then how you import a file once you have taught your courses, and if you are teaching the similar course in the next semester, and if you have if you are teaching some same sections for the course, then how because it takes a lot of time to upload a file, to upload the video lecture, and how do you import a file from other courses or the previously taught semester? It's just a click away, just few clicks away. I think in a minute time you will just import the data from your previous courses or the courses which you are currently teaching. Again, scroll down this menu from where we just click the option, the turn editing on option, if you remember. If you scroll down this menu, you will see the option that is the import option on the bottom, and click that option, that is the import option. Okay, so after selecting this import option, you will see a list of courses that you have earlier taught or you are currently teaching. Okay, if you don't find the course which you are teaching or which you have earlier taught, write the code of that course in the search menu if you do not find that course. Okay, so it will get you to the course from which you want to import the file. Like I want to import the file, I am adding it from the fall 21 so that I can add to my current semester. So I want to add some sections from my previous semester. So that is the course, the multivariate course that I have earlier taught in fall semester. I want to import some files from this. Okay, then continue. After selecting the course, continue. Okay, this options will appear. Backup settings. You can check mark all the options. Then later on we can just uncheck and check. But for this backup settings, you have to select all the given options and then select the option next. Okay. Like you can see in for fall 21, all my files are appearing over here. All my sections, you can see various tabs. Once you get to your weekly wise sections, all the sections from fall 21 are appearing. I just as let's suppose I am teaching in my fourth week. I just want to take this file. I want to upload the lecture from the fourth week, and I want to uncheck all the other files. So what I will do, I will just check mark this file, partial differentiation, and I am unchecking all the other files. Okay. Once you do that, once you check mark that partial differentiation, this tick will appear that has been imported. Okay. Perform import. Okay, then the next option is perform import and continue. This file is now imported. So that is how you can just import files from your previously taught courses or the courses which you are teaching for the same sections. Okay, next is how to create a Moodle quiz. Since that this is a basic Moodle session, in the advanced Moodle session, you will get to know in detail about how Moodle quizzes are created with various options, how the questions can be created. But let me just briefly tell you that how to create a Moodle quiz. Again. नहीं
इंपोर्ट फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने वीक 12 को किया और मैंने देखा तो वो वीक 12 में ही आया हुआ था, लेकिन मैंने उसको चेक नहीं किया. फॉर एग्जांपल इफ आई वांट टू हैव इट वीक 3, देन हाउ कैन आई सेव इट फॉर
वीक 3? Okay, so you need to select the respective section where you want to add. For example, if you want to import in the week 3, you need to select the week 3 section and then add an activity or perform import from there as well. You can perform import from there as well. Okay. So again, the option from where you added the file, you can select that option again, add an activity or resource. Whenever you want to add any activity like assignment, quiz, you want to add any file, you always have to select this option. The plus sign is appearing with that, add an activity or resource. After adding an activity or resource, now click this option, the quiz, and add. The third option is to select the option that is add, and it will lead to this screen. You can name it accordingly, quiz 2, quiz 1, or the any topic quiz, that is for online quiz. Save and return to course, and that is how your quiz is going to be created. And then again, if I want to create an assignment, add an activity or resource, again, you will see the list of options, select the option that is assignment, and then add the option, add the assignment, and you can name it accordingly, your assignment name and description. You can always add description about any activity like quiz, or like I have just named it, the due date, that is this. And you need to, if you will not check mark this option, display description on course homepage, then this description will not appear. So it is important, once you add the description, select this option as well, display description on course homepage, so that the students, they just get this description as well about the particular activity. Like assignment 1, the due date is there, you can add any description and the file. Again, select this option and upload the file. If you are sharing the same file, the same assignment with all the students, file, and then like I have earlier told you how to add the file, just the option this files, and then you can see the assignment 1 that is created, due date is there, the description will be below that option. Okay, so now, like I don't want to email separately through my Gmail about this activity. If I want to get this to the attention of students, I can simply that is the push notification option over here. Beside assignment 1, beside any activity which you have added, there is an option edit. There is an option edit. So you can simply select this option edit and then notifications. As you have updated the list from your Empower, and all students are now there on Moodle. So select this option, that is the notifications, and you can see all the students who are enrolled in the course, like 37, 35, or it can be any, and you can see the names of students as well. It will by default, it will be sending the email. If you want to add any additional information about this email, then you can write your additional comments over here. Additional comments option is there, you can add and you can make save changes. For example, by default, it will send this notification. Forman Christian College would like to draw your attention to this activity, and that will be sent over Gmail to students. And you will get the email as well, the confirmation email as well, that that email has been sent to the students. So it will save a lot of time. So I thank you all for your patient hearing. If you have any questions or queries, you can, those of you who are sitting over here, you can simply ask, or you can drop me an email at this email ID, sabaiqbal@fccollege.edu.
At this point, I would like to launch Zoom polling, and for in-person a participant's polling sheet is circulated to you. Please fill it.
So you will not record. So I think we will have, and we have tried very hard to find a way of allowing you to retain alternative accounts. Moodle and somehow our technical team say. They also say that there might be hope they're trying to hire a consultant. So please, at some point, will do a survey about some of the challenges that you face in this Moodle, and we'll try to solve them through the consultant that we get. Or what we have done so far was in-house. We already have also built in a video, big blue button into the Moodle, but that also didn't turn out it. When there's so load, and all of you use the blue button, Moodle crashes. So we have those caveats, so we are not very, we don't promote the use of these two facilities. So we will have to at some point start saying, let's try. We are sorry, but you have to use a separate tenant account. If you want to keep records, then it is easier for you. But I know grading and then utilization is a big problem. That is why right now we do not demand, the use of the grade book and so on. Plus, it makes your life easy. So we're making it mandatory, but as we move along, we try to improve. We just do the basic tasks mandatory.
I remember that in Unity, because we had the same kind of Google software. So the option over there was that if we wanted to add Turnitin, we use Turnitin as an external tool rather than a embedded tool. So I think what Dr. Saab was saying that we can't have the option to check the assignments over there. If we use it as an external tool, then we would probably get that option.
I think that is what you would have to do. Use it as an external tool and then add the grades into the grade. So that's actually increasing your grade. Is there another option around it?
Yeah, but do we have a separate, Turnitin accounts for locality? Because at UNT there were separate accounts for locality.
Yes, there are. If I may, unfortunately, for faculty, they are unlimited accounts and they are available through the library. We had them before, but we do not have them. So if you write to the library, you can access those accounts. I think Turnitin is a paid for service, but on the campus. The only problem is when you add your classes to use the Turnitin account, the limitation I think is 800 or how many student accounts. It's very limited student accounts. So what that does to HEC,
The moment you add more than that, anybody who wants to access the Turnitin account later will not be able to. So we do not advise that you allow students to use that account. So if you want to use it as a faculty, but then what does that mean? That means that you will have to download the assignments yourself. You can't tell the students to upload the assignments. So you will have to take the assignments and upload them individually. And so that's another heartache that you have to reach out with. Did you, at your campus, did you find another way of doing it? At your previous campuses?
Then over there, the students had the option. Over there, students had the option to upload assignments directly from their Google account, and I think that they had that option possibly was because of the Turnitin being an external tool rather than.
Okay, so that's some, please.
Yeah, I mean, but yes, again, the problem with the Turnitin, because HGC usually control it and it keep, number of accounts, and then that limit cross,
crosses and
you cannot do it, and it is a problem that it is outside or
Or
inside. But for example, in France where I was teaching, so there was this kind of that you ask them that I'm going to take an assignment. So they embed, I don't know how, a plagiarism tool inside your class themselves. And then, you can do it anyway. I don't know, because
Don't
that is.
compare it with Paris. All I'm going to say is, we are introducing lots of technology, and we have not done anything so far that is 100%. Faculty safe to use. And I apologize for that. We were very hopeful that all these things would be sorted out, but you will have to deal with these issues. But on the other side, 3 years before, prior to this, nobody was using doing common classroom tasks. Now, at least that's out of there. Like I said, I'm not an expert on how to do the logistics of the back end. Neither is the right. So we are going to subjects, and hopefully I can we will make it especially in those people who have already used somewhere else, so we can always call you to tell us what are the problems when you're using, and then after a semester put up a list of issues that we have. Anything else from any of you? Have you started the Moodle account?
Yes, I had an issue. I gave it an activity of assignment submission. One of the students submitted their assignment to Moodle. I am getting the email from his personal ID, not on the accessible ID. So I just want to change my email ID from Empowered and Moodle to my FCCU's IDs instead of my personal ID.
Actually, the personal ID should not work.
Yeah.
And I'm very surprised that it
By default, Empowered, by the ID department.
no. This is something that you have to write to the department. We will be unable, if you put us in CC, we can make the life difficult. But I suggest you to the ITS and this. And if you put us in CC,
Who's the concerned person? Basically,
I think there's an ITS help desk. The problem is right now there's no one person.
Yeah.
And so if you write to the ITS help desk, we'll send that email again that I think it was a part of our email that we sent that ITS help desk should help you out with it. Please check it out. It's just ITS. Where is the email up? Anish, if you could put it on the chat and put it on the wall, Jay.
I have added the emails in the chat box.
Our account is also for my personal email.
It should only be one account and Empowered. When you start with an Empowered, it automatically the same is used for everything on the campus.
Like you said that the students list are automatically updated through the Empower, but on Moodle sometimes it's not the updated list we receive on Moodle. So let's say that if I have to add like 10 or 15 students on Moodle, how can I bulk enroll? Is there an option to do that, or do we have to do it individually?
Okay. So you have to enroll the user, like I have already communicated to, and individually. You cannot individually, yes. But there will be just 1 to 2 extra students. And the reason is that they have lately registered for the course. This is the reason. Who have done their registration on time, there will be no such problem. By default, you will get the updated list on Moodle. But if you see some students that are appearing on your empowered account to be extra students, they will do late registration after the ad hoc period. So you can just manually add that, and you cannot add the bulk of students.
We can add them by searching for the roll numbers.
Exactly. You can search by their names as well, and a roll number will appear, or by roll numbers or by names, many of the options.
Miss Sabah, if you allow, then I can actually just show in just 10 seconds that how to enroll the students.
Okay.
Okay. So this is my Moodle homepage. You will see your courses over here. If I click on the course, you go to participants, and here you will see enroll user option. Here
Yeah.
you can type the name or roll number of the student. For instance, I'm typing the name of this student. Is actually the CLT manager. So this is how you enroll. And if you have to deselect someone or unenroll someone, you click on their name, and then there's an option of unenrolling them, and also you can click on the trash bin sign to unenroll them. This is how you do it manually. Thank you.
Were you able to catch it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. I don't understand.
No, I already knew how to enroll. I was just asking if we had an option to bulk enroll.
No,
Yeah.
there is not an option of individual. Yes.
Are there any questions?
And if we mistakenly delete some content from our Moodle, let's say from any week, can we cover that by?
No, we cannot recover that. We have to do it again.
That is something that teacher connected, university, I think what will be able to recover it, but, something.
No.
Very much. Right now, we are going through a journey and a sort of, we have lost a lot of people who were good at Moodle.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, at this time, we do not have anybody who can resolve Moodle technical issues. So we're trying to work with what we have, and I apologize. It's very unfair to expect faculty to choose something without resolving issues that arise. We are very sorry for that. It just so happened that two of our Moodle specialists just left very recently. So we are Jean.
There is an option to handle the theoretical issue. I've experienced that there is a centralized login for a student, and the student can upload 5 documents, and they can repeat document for theoretical review after 24 hours, and then they will download and upload to the Moodle. So then faculty can assess the percentage based on the report, but still it's not calculated on a runtime basis. We need to open every assignment to check. So that's a possibility. And second option that I have seen, that it is very ideally connected, that the teacher will just click on a button, it will automatically calculate the plagiarism, and you can easily drag and drop and put it in a separate folder. That I'm not going to check this assignment and not going to rate this assignment. So it's possible.
Okay.
But it depends how much you effectively manage both the tools together.
Voice. So perhaps we need to have a discussion about that. Did any of you understand what you were saying? Plagiarism, or do you think it demands a separate sort of expose where you sit down and discuss it with each other? We could do that, at least 16, 17.
Yeah, I think that would be better because
I think we can have a demonstration of
plagiarism is
that.
one of the, we need to expect that at undergraduate and graduate level, because I got the assignments and most of them are 90%. Although they are first semester students, but we need to teach them. Yeah, we need to teach them that plagiarism is a problem, and especially in social sciences. So that I think a session on plagiarism might be useful
Sir, I'm
Anish
teaching,
note करने.
I'm teaching writing and communications program. There is a session of plagiarism, so I think they haven't gone through that. That's why it's still plagiarizing.
No, let me say also there's a difference between similarity check and there's a difference to
Plagiarism.
if a cert, we do not allow a lot of text to be even have a similarity check with references or even with paraphrasing. So you have to sort of set up a bar initially for the students to say that I will allow for this much paraphrasing or this percentage.
It's already 20%.
Usually they say
It's
about
what pieces right. Secondly, there is another comparison between assignments. And definitely they will copy through that, but ultimately they copy from other students as well, other
Yeah.
sections as well. So there is a comparative analysis within section, within group, so that you can check which student actually submit before time and other students are copying from that. So again, it is possible, but we need someone who is very expert in
on these things. I understand that you will have a problem, and at the end of the day, I think when you know a student, which is very difficult in a class of 35, multiplying the 7 courses, but people usually who get to know their students, the moment they read the first sentence of the writing, they know that this is not the student. So I wouldn't even go through the rest of the text if that is what happens. But you will rarely get that sort of grasp over your students in 3 months, right? With such a large number of classes. So I think there's a lot to be discussed over there. I am very happy if are there, Anish, any questions from the online participants?
No, they were asking for their Moodle account creation, so I've posted the email addresses in the chat box for them.
Okay. Jeet.
Yes. Should I close the session?
No, there is one more
Recently,
question.
I have created science solution. The assignments are about 80 notifications online. So is there any way to solve those notifications?
And those notifications were,
I think regarding the location that some BBC students are creating.
and so you keep getting notifications about the OIC. That's another thing we have to note it as a resolution point at some stage. Like I said, please keep noting all these things. As soon as we get a consultant, I hope.
Actually, there is an option on the preference, right side of the menu, there is a preference, and then you can click on the preference button. And you
I
can
say no notification.
yes, and you can click on
Yeah.
the notification button.
I guess that's an option to be realized. But Sabah isko note karne beta to a point. Let me say that we thrive in these sessions precisely because of the peer practice sharing. None of us actually at the end of the day will be perfect in one thing. And why we are very, very interested in more people joining in person or online, but then sharing. And I'm very happy that 3 of you are actually very good. And I think so are you, probably you used before, have you?
Yes.
Yeah, so you see, you bring experience from another institution, which would be very helpful. So we would please do keep joining to keep putting up your practices, best practices, what works for you. And that is how we actually learn a lot of research. We didn't go to many sessions with an expert, we just learned it ourselves. So thank you so much, Sabah. Thank you to all of you.
One last
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
If we don't upload assignment, quizzes, or anything else on the Moodle, is it mandatory for a faculty performance to upload all their assignment, which is handwritten, or you need to maintain a course pack for HEC requirement, or what is the purpose?
Okay.
For the quality measurement, for example, if a faculty is repeating the quiz in every semester, there should be a check that every time he created a new paper and new case studies. So how we evaluate the quality side?
Let me say something. A lot of things that we are doing now, we will be doing it because watermark is there now. So we are going into that part. Plus we are going into NetJ interpretation. So a lot of evidence and data analytics will be required of us at some point in time. We just started Moodle, made it mandatory for faculty like 2 years ago, 2023. So we're still on the path of going towards data analytics. We haven't reached it. But you are right, unless the analysis starts of what's there on Moodle by somebody in the administration, and that is definitely not CLT, I know that. So that will take some time to happen. But a good point, that's what we said. A lot of data about teacher performance, student performance, learning, so much more will come from the big picture. So it's not mandatory, but it's preferable. That can answer to your question. That it's preferable that you try to upload as much as you can of your course on Moodle. I think it's helpful for you also in data stages. If you do read the same course, there's no harm in repeating some of the things that you do. So I think that helps. Sabah, would you like to add anything to that?
Yes,
Ji.
I think you can just add assignments for in-person teaching on Moodle, because that really helps you, because there are a lot of hard copies and more, as we just, if you have a good strength of a class, so instead of taking all the hard copies of assignments, you can just simply take the assignments from Moodle. For assignments, it's good, but for in-person teaching, I think for this part, that should be good.
Gee, any
I
other?
have a class of
Ji.
two. so-
Let me, don't want, that's why we finished, so you have time to run back. We tried to give you food, but I have noticed none of you had the sandwiches. They're really good. Pick one and take it with you.
I have already taken.
अच्छा, टिश्यू में डाल ले और उसको पकड़ के ले जाओ. Maybe I'm not joking because we can't eat them. So these are meant for you. Please take a sandwich, carry it with you, and eat it with you.
The online